I think actually there's a lot of women that are incredibly brave.
Hi, Vero.
Hi.
Yeah, so can you talk about this?
Yeah, for sure. This is the rebirth altar, and it I wanted to do an altar for community healing as well as personal healing through the collective. So what I decided to do is to create this altar for the dead parts within us. So we all have things that we want to release, you know, grieving, whatever we're grieving, whatever we're healing. So what I wanted to do is have the opportunity for them to write it down and then break the paper where you write the thing and then write it in this, put the writings in this olla de barro, which is like the, what do you call it? Pottery? Yes. And then after I'm going to release everything collectively through fire. So I'm going to burn everything so it just goes away. And the other thing is that in healing, what you need to do is to replace it, right? So I ask people to replace it with something that they want to invite and welcome in their lives. So that's the last element. And yeah, so it's also, another very important thing is that I wanted to input in this altar de muertos elements of indigenous from the Mexica. And in Mexico it's a mix, right? We have a beautiful mestizaje in it. But what I wanted to focus is on the Mexica symbology. So that's what's in the bottom, and that's kind of holding symbols within the 4 directions. So there's a fire sign, and then I have water, as well as air and fire. Yes.
So are you making any political statement here?
That's a hard question. Everything's political for me. You know, Audre Lorde, the personal is political, so I guess yes.
So it's like condemning the killings in Mexico, or?
This is more about personal and collective healing for the people here in Mexico that are living in Canada, and invite all themselves, all their hearts, their experiences. So that's yes and no. You know what I mean? Like, so directly, it's a healing for the people living here, the visitors, not just Mexicans, but also anyone who is in Canada. And it's opportunity for everyone to heal. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Your drawing?
Okay, Brian, so can you talk about your, what is it, artwork?
Absolutely. So we have an ofrenda here. It's a contemporary ofrenda, and it has 671 flowers. Each one of these flowers represents one of the 671 women that were victims of femicide in Mexico last year. Last year was the first time that the Mexican government released official stats on femicide, but independent studies actually put the number much closer to 20,000, because it's a bit difficult to, like, some states don't recognize femicide as a thing, and it's also a bit difficult to determine if a crime was a homicide or a femicide. And also in the center of the piece, we have a sculpture that is actually the hand of my girlfriend. And this sculpture of a hand represents the woman that fortunately has not been killed, but still has had to endure a lot of violence and discrimination throughout her life.
Okay. The one in the middle?
Yeah, the one in the middle. That's why it is a closed fist of survival, of fight, of endurance, of resistance.
So why the yellow color?
So the yellow coral, these are actually these are made of paper, but they represent marigold flowers, which in Mexico is called cempasúchil. And these flowers are usually used in traditional ofrendas, and they represent the warmth, the light of the soul traveling to heaven. That's why. I don't know, I'm not sure if this is a political statement more than it is just a fact-based visual arts installation. This is a visual representation of a number with some stats. I am a guy, I am a man, and I've always had a lot of privileges, therefore I cannot really speak about feminism or about gender violence without some risk. That's why I'm just putting facts, because I want to give people a perspective, a complete perspective of the situation of discrimination against women in Mexico and also a little bit in Latin America. The political statement, I mean, I think it's more a cultural statement about how do we value and how do we protect women in Mexico and also some of our most vulnerable members of society, because some of these crimes are committed against people between ages like 0 and 15. So it's more social commentary, not a political one.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, this is a display for women. You know what that one says, Katie? What does it say? Read that one. No, it says,